Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Danmachi season 5 episode 8 reaction. So the previous episode, Hestia went to Uranus but Uranus cannot help because Freya's eyes are everywhere and Freya lured in Ryu by using Anya as a bait and lured in Ryu and tried to convince her to join her, but Ryu didn't really agree to that. So Freya decides to take her and put her in confinement. She didn't charm her because obviously Rue is one of her favored ones and she doesn't want to do something like that to defile Rue's soul, which is something that she herself really loved, just like Belle. So in the end we see Freya herself is in turmoil and Belle tells her gives her like a very simple reasoning and a very simple solution to her problem, which surprises Freya. And but in the end you can see Freya's also kind of like feeling sorry for the situation, and she's not okay basically. And yeah, so let's see what happens today. Let's begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is a preference, and let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, training is continuing. Oh my god. Yeah. Yo, Belle has improved so much. You can see that. Damn. Oh, he. Okay. Oh, damn. Yeah. Wow. He fights like a. Oh god. Oh boy. Right. Like, I feel like Hedin knows that. Like we saw in the previous episode, Hedin is also kind of in a turmoil, I guess, because yeah, he also doesn't know like what to do, and he having the most contact with Belle, he's more, I guess, sympathetic to him. But I think that is probably making him be more hard on him because he knows that whatever direction this is going to go, Belle will need to be stronger than all of them if he wants to survive whatever is going to come in the future. Like, be it Bell breaks out of this situation or not, it doesn't matter. Bell needs to be stronger than each and every one of them here. Otherwise, they will stand in his way. Okay. Oh, everyone's like telling him. Oh my god. Damn. Yeah, well, I was literally talking about this. Yep. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Avoid doing something, yeah. Oh boy. Meh. What? Yeah, you bring. Nah, man. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, the debt. Okay. Here's the thing. Like I said, all of the characters here, yeah, they came here because of Bell. I was talking about this. This might make them like jog their memory, but then Freya is everywhere. Yeah. Okay. Both. Oh, nice. Yeah. What? Okay. Hmm. Yep. But here's the other thing. Isn't this making Bell stronger? Yeah. Oh, is it now? The time? Hmm. Nice. But now he's thinking like all those memories are wrong. Damn. Yeah. Oh. Oh no. Oh, he's remembering Sears. Yeah. Fell asleep. Oh, he's looking for Sir. Like, so he's been doing this every day, damn. Well, then there's no need to. Am I crazy? Damn. Okay, this might change stuff. Wait a minute. The Loki familiar. Oh. Wait, wait, wait. Oh, they haven't been charmed. Wait. Oh my. Okay, Riveria's there. Okay, that might. Because she's an. Like, all of them are. We also have Finn there. Like, they're like strong. The strongest of the strongest. Okay, I didn't know that the. Oh, these. Wait, they're. Yeah, they're from the Ganesha family. Okay, where's Mia? She remembers Sir. Ryu, yeah. That is true because Ryu came here because of Sir. Okay, thank God, Mia's here. Come on, tell her. I guess she's. When that day finally came. Yeah, she's talking about the day when they got attacked. Okay, here we go. Hmm. Hayden's literally said the same thing if you remember a few moments ago. Yeah, so she didn't really say that, oh, I know Sir, but but she kind of indicated that. Damn, the whole pavement, the road is broken with that little thing. She's that strong. Yeah, damn. Oh, if he meets Ice here, then that will be. I don't think Ice is here. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, he never met Ice. There you go. Okay, I was saying like if he meets Ice, maybe his determination will get something foot. Okay, here we go. Like Hester was fearing this. She was thinking that if Ice rejects him here, then that would be the end of Liari's race. But let's see what Ice says. Oh, there you go. Yeah, now Bell will. Well, that's more than enough. This proves that his memories are not wrong. Yep. Yeah. Well, there you go. Okay, now his Liaris freeze is going to be even more potent because, as it says, the more you keep believing and longing for the person, the more yeah, the more better you'll get. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, here we go, Firebolt. Wait, can he use? No, I guess he cannot use Vest, Argo Vest, unless and until it is Hestia knife. Oh, damn! Okay. Yeah. Can he use Argonaut? That's what I'm thinking. Smirking. He stopped him from talking. You realize that? He stopped him from speaking more. Because this proves Hedin is trying to help him. He deliberately like kicked him so that he stopped speaking here because everyone else is there. Oh, Hermes is also kind of. Am I stuck in a loop? Right, here we go. So Freya's coming and erasing his memories. Good lord. Right. So he's remembering stuff, and then Freya comes and erases his memories. There you go. There you go. He gave them some Here we go. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Like, okay. Think without thinking too hard. Oh no. Hmm. Yep, which is Bell. Hmm. Guidance. I see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, because as he said, do something without thinking. Oh damn. Hmm. Yeah, and also Asfi's not here. That is also like bothering him. He's like, maybe like, yeah, something is wrong. Oh no, Asfi's gonna pop up. Okay, nice. Okay, there's something in there. Yeah, there's something. There's a note in there, I think. Probably inside those potato. Yeah, there you go. Make a hurt. Oh. Oh, then Hestia's power will. I see, because Hestia is the goddess of the hurt. Just doing a job. Okay. Okay, how do you do that? I have no idea. How to make a hurt? But it makes sense because Hestia's power is related to she's the goddess of the hearth, of family, and so I guess that's why maybe that's just going to boost her divinity or whatever. If they literally make, so that will literally be like they are going to make Orario like Hestia's like an it'll be like an altar for Hestia, I guess, because like I said, I still have no idea how he's going to make a hearth out of a town. I don't understand how that works, which we'll probably get to know in the next episode. But where if they're able to do that, then that will be like Hestia's altar, and that will probably boost Hestia's divinity so much that that will affect everyone in there. And we all know what Hestia's divinity is. It is basically it can nullify Freya's charm. So that will probably help Hestia nullify everyone's charm in Orario, which will ultimately help in breaking through Freya's plans. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. Like that's all it amounts to by the end of it. Like like divinity, the power of divinity, it is directly linked to what each goddess is known for. Like Hestia is known for the hearth and family, so I guess by making a hearth they'll be boosting her divinity or whatever. Okay, that's it. And that was today's episode. Good episode. Today we got to see Belle. I guess you could say Belle was able to like get his conviction back because Ice in the end acknowledged the memory, that one little memory that she remembered. She said that in, I think, in the very beginning episode of all these madness, when they got charmed. Hestia talked to Ice, and Ice told her that I don't know why I'm standing here. I think I was training someone, but I don't remember what it was. I feel like I'm like looking for something. And Hestia said like, oh, don't go and come in contact with Bell, because Hestia was fearing for the fact that if Asti denies any memories with Bell, then that will be the end. Like Bell will like completely break, and his Liaris freeze will probably stop working, and that will make him susceptible to Freya's charm. So that was what she was fearing. But at the same time, like, just like that, the opposite side of the coin is that if, like, as Ice does anything that brings back, like Bell's convictions back, his confidence back, then that is all that he'll need, because, that will help him stand up strong, and Liaris freeze will work even more potently, which will help him survive whatever comes his way. So just like the opposite of that could have happened, like a complete disaster could have happened, the opposite is what we saw today. And I guess, like, I probably needed a while to think and about the whole situation, because she's also feeling weird. She's also thinking like, oh, why am I standing here? Like, I feel like I was training someone and everything. And so it took her a while, and she probably thought about that. And after seeing Belle, she was like, I don't know, but I feel like I wanted to train you, and and something like that. And she said, like, she doesn't remember, but she feels like she has some contact with him, which was all that was needed, because what she said, that completely like matched with Belle's own memories, the same memories that he was thinking was false. But now that Ice has said that, he's now confirmed that my memories are true, my memories are correct, something else is going on, and I've fallen into some kind of a situation. So which gave his confidence back. Also, the other thing which I wanted to talk about here is Hedin. Now, like I said, I don't know what exactly he was trying to do, because it did seem he was genuinely trying to like break Bell, but I thought that he was doing this for, like I said, whatever the future will hold, Bell will need to be strong enough to, I guess you could say, stand against that. Be it he breaks out of this situation, be it he doesn't break out of the situation, whatever it is. So Hedin was just trying to, I guess, push him towards that direction. And I guess in a way, this was also his way of seeing if Bell is able to, like, stand true to his convictions. And even after everything that he's going through, even after the harsh training that he's been put through, if he's able to stand tall and not break. And when he saw that, in the very ending part, when he saw that, he smirked, because he was like, yeah, like it was a I guess you could say gamble he took, and I guess, the gamble was fruitful by the end, because there was a high possibility which that Bell would have just given up. And I guess Hedin was probably trying to see that what happens in this situation, what will he do? Will he stand tall, or will he break down? And when he saw that he is standing tall and he has made up his mind, Hedin smirked. And I don't know if that was the reason why he kicked him, but you can see Bell was like, oh, okay, where's that part? Bell says here that I am Bell Cranel. That is who I am. And I'm pretty sure Bell would have said something else here, probably bring up Hestia or something, or I don't know, something he would have said here, which I was also fearing. But I think that is exactly the reason why, and that is probably what Hedin thought as well. And Hedin went and gave him such a kick in his stomach that he couldn't speak after that. Because if it was Hedin here, then that's fine. There's so many other people here as well. So he stopped him from speaking, just in case if he says anything like that, then everyone will come and like try to erase his memory or do something to him that will like not be good. Things won't be good. Like they'll try to revert a Bell back to his former self, like just like how he was, and try to do something about this situation, or they will get more alerted. So that that doesn't happen, Hedin stopped Bell from speaking there. That's why he kicked him there, so that he cannot speak anymore. And yeah, that's why, and that is also why he said something here. Yeah, he's like, I'm tempted to beat the tar out of you to make sure you don't go let it go to your head, but time's up. Hmm. And Bell also kind of stopped talking here. I guess Bell also realized that he shouldn't say anything in this situation. Let it play out as it's playing out. Don't let anyone understand that he has some kind of inkling and that he knows that his memories are not wrong. Because if that happens, then that's problem. You know. Yeah. Again, I'm not 100% sure if that was what Hedin was trying to do here, but I got that feeling. I've got the feeling that Hedin stopped him from speaking there so that Bell doesn't say anything that's going to make the situation worse. Um, right. Also, the other thing here is Hermes. So Hermes made a whole plan of, so obviously Hermes is pretty smart. So you can see he says here that it's weird, as if I'm a loop. Like I am like finding like similarities in the conversations that I'm having with my familiar members here, and then there's like a gap in my memory, and then it feels like I'm starting back from the beginning. So something weird is going on, and from what I understood here, basically what is happening here is like, since Hermes is pretty damn smart, he is finding weird things. Like for example, number one, the biggest weirdest thing here is Asfi is not here. As soon as he realizes Asfi is not here, he's probably thinking that, wait, where's Asfi? Like, it must have been some kind of order I gave her. What order was it? Why can't I remember it? That in itself is such a huge, like, thing that it's making him question his own memories. And little by little, he's probably deducing and figuring out what is going on. And as soon as he realizes, like, Freya's the mastermind or anything related to Freya, I think Freya comes just like she did to what's her name, Aina, I think that was her name. Just like she did to her, Freya comes and erases Hermes's memory and resets him, and she goes away. And then Hermes is again back to like square one, and yeah, and then again he probably thinks, wait a minute, where's Asfi? Like I'm pretty sure that's the first thing that bothers him, because Asfi is always there in front of him, and the fact that she's not there probably makes him think that, okay, it's probably some kind of a reason why she's not here. But the fact that I cannot remember why she's not here is weird. So let me think about it. And he again goes with the same cycle. And again realizes something. Again Freya comes and just resets him. And he continues this cycle. That's why after a long amount of time doing this repeatedly, he's like, wait a minute, something's wrong. I feel like I've had this conversation before. Like, it's like a deja vu, which made him, now it's making him think that, okay, you know what, the fact that I'm not really able to remember anything, and everything's kind of getting resetted, let me just think without thinking, basically, like think about it but not delve so deep into it that things go wrong. So he has all the little bits and pieces of clues that is scattered around. For example, individual phrases that he told each and every one of his familiar members. And since at first he was writing them down, but I'm guessing Freya probably came, saw those, and took them as well. So he was losing those like writings that he was keeping as well. So that is why he decided, instead of writing down, I'm just going to tell individual phrases to each and every one of my familiar members, and when that time will come, I will ask them and they'll give me the phrases, and I can make up the message that I've kept for myself. Because it's not working if he writes it down. Freya literally takes it, I'm guessing. So yeah, and that's why he asked everyone and they gave him the phrases. He kind of made up this whole thing in his head, and he's like, okay, so this is what's going on. And then he's like, I need to somehow not delve too deep into it. So he goes outside and screams for Asfi, and Asfi tells him that, telepathically tells him that, oh, go to the potato, the fried potato shop. And there he meets Hestia. Hestia gives him the fried potato. Hestia says, please take it, otherwise I won't be able to complete the quota. Obviously, that's not the reason, but she wanted to give that to Hermes because there was the note in it, and he read the note. And yeah, if that note was found by Freya, that would have been the end, because that note was very important. As we get to see what was written in it, it was written, make preparations to make Orario a hearth, which is, as soon as he read that, he's like, okay, I think I understand what's going on. But obviously he's not going to be actively thinking about Freya or anything, because if he does that, Freya's going to like realize and come and like erase his memories. And Asfi's also there, so he's now like, all right, let's begin our preparations to make Orario into a hearth. I don't know how he's going to pull this off, because Freya's eyes are everywhere, but he has to pull this off somehow. Also, I don't really understand what he means by making Orario a hearth, so I guess we'll get that answer in the next episode as well. But like I said, according to what I think and my deductions, I think what he's trying to do here is making Orario a hearth would mean that is literally an altar for Hestia, because Hestia is the goddess of the hearth. And making Orario an altar for Hestia would mean Hestia's divinity will be boosted. And Hestia's divinity boosting means that she can nullify Freya's charm. And I'm guessing that will ultimately result in Hestia being able to break out each and every one of the people here who has been brainwashed by Freya, by, because her divinity will be boosted, and that will help them, get out of this situation. At least that's what I think he's planning to do. I'm not sure if that's what he's thinking, or maybe there's something else to the plan. But for now, at least that's what I think he's trying to do. Let's wait and see. Okay. Also, another thing I forgot to mention is Mia. So Mia, as we get to know here, I don't think she has ever mentioned it. It was kind of hinted, but it was not properly mentioned, or I guess, like, she never talked about this, I guess. So she actually tells us here that she was part of the Freya Familia, but wait, what did she say? She retired or something? Wait a minute. Is that what she said? She's like, I'm like almost like half a member or something like that, she says. Wait a minute, let me go to that section. Because we get to know quite a bit about her here. All right. I am part of the Freya Familia. I'm basically half resigned. Oh, half resigned. Okay. So half resigned. Okay, so not retired, but resigned. Okay. I'm an outcast who refuses to help the Freya Familia with anything. So what I'll tell is a little bit mutinous. Nobody gets far from. Okay, so all that's she doesn't really say anything like directly to Belle, because she knows, like, if she does that, stuff might go wrong. Freya will realize. So she cleverly told Belle a certain phrase that she told Belle back in the days. So that is why, that is like enough proof for, if Belle, like, obviously Belle puts two and two together, and he's like, wait a minute, if she says this thing that she said to me, and I think she said these words to me before, wouldn't that mean that my memories are true? And that made him think that, okay, maybe my memories are true, maybe there is some truth to my memories. And that gave him, I guess you could say, more confidence. And he started doubting everything that is going on. Yeah, so Mia didn't directly tell him that, oh, I know Sir, and obviously it would have been more easier and more quicker if she told him that, oh, I know Sir. But if she does that, immediately Freya's people will come in, and they'll be like, oh, like, trying to erase your memories, basically that is going to happen. So she didn't do any of that. She kind of gave him like a cryptic message, basically, which to outsiders wouldn't make any sense, but for Belle, it has a higher purpose, because Belle is now thinking that, oh, these same words I remember her saying in my memories. So if she's saying the same words here, wouldn't that mean my memories are not wrong? And that would also mean that Sir exists. Yeah. Another thing I never thought about, which Belle kind of mentions here, is that They know Ryu, they remember Ryu, but they don't remember Sir. I never thought about that, but that is so contradictory because Ryu was saved by Sir. Sir brought Ryu here. Same with Anya as well. I guess we saw that. Sir was the one who brought Anya here. So they remember Ryu, but they don't remember Sid, the person who brought her here. Isn't that weird? And these are, I guess you could say, the contradictions in people's memories. I mentioned this before as well in the very beginning few episodes when all these shenanigans started happening. I said something like, everyone is somehow involved with someone. They have connections with everyone. Same with Belle. Belle has so many connections with so many people. So many people came to the Hestia Familia just to help Belle. We have Wealth coming into the Hestia Familia because of Belle. If you remember, during the war games, I think, yeah, he went to Hephaestus and asked permission and said that I want to help Belle out. I want to transfer to his guild. Can I do that? It was purely for Belle. He came here. Same with Mikoto. Wait, her name was Mikoto, wasn't it? The other girl. Oh my god, I'm forgetting. I think so. Yeah. Same with Lily. More like Lily's even more involved with Belle because of everything that happened with her situation where she used to like trick other people because she was being blackmailed. All those things in season 1. All of those things. So wouldn't they feel it weird that they'll be like, what am I doing here in Hestia Familia? If they don't even remember Belle, wouldn't that be like a gap in their memories? Like, oh, what the hell, what's going on? Why am I here? For who am I here? We saw that today. Welf literally was talking about the whole situation and saying like, I don't know, I feel like I've made this armor for someone who I have, like, who was the reason why I came here, but I cannot remember. So these like inconsistencies in the memories, I was like, I think these are going to like play a bigger role here. And yeah, we are seeing the same thing like happening, and the same thing is happening, I guess you could say, with the hostess of fertility as well, because the person who's supposed to be the one who brought in Ryu is missing from everyone's memory, but they remember Ryu. Isn't that a contradiction in their memories? So if they don't remember Sir, how can they remember Ryu? Because Sir was the one who brought Ryu in. That's why Belle was like, what the hell? Like, if they don't remember Sir, how do they remember Ryu? And this also made Belle think, then maybe my memories of Sir is correct. Because otherwise, why would they remember Ryu? That's a good point, Like, if Sir doesn't exist, Ryu also wouldn't exist. So yeah, all these little stuff, little by little, made Belle little by little realize that, okay, yeah, something is definitely wrong. And you can say that Hedin, again, I'm saying like Hedin deliberately, like, made sure that nobody's following him. He told everyone that, oh, that's a waste of time. He's just going around looking for Sir. And, so waste of time, waste of personnel. The Loki family is coming back. So, you guys should focus on that. Try to charm them. Go, and he did that. And by doing that, he made sure Belle can actually go out unsupervised. And when Belle went around unsupervised, this happened. All these things happened. Like, Mia gave him little bits of pieces of hints. Like the hostess of fertility girls, even without knowing, they gave Belle hints that, oh, Sir exists. Like Belle said, like if Sir doesn't exist, Ryu also shouldn't exist. How do they know about Ryu? So these two things. Then with Ice, he went to Ice and asked Ice about like like, oh, do I know you, and like that whole thing. And then Ice was like, I feel like I wanted to train you. Yeah, if he was being supervised, none of this would have happened. I think everyone would have prevented this. All the Freya family members would have prevented this from happening. So Hedin, again, I guess you could say, helped Belle here by making sure he goes unsupervised. And in the end, he again helped him by when Belle was saying that, oh, I'm Belle Cranel. In case he says something else, Hedin just kicked him in the stomach so that he stopped speaking. And, yeah. So all these things makes me think this was all Hedin's way of making sure Bell realizes. Like Hedin is not really openly collaborating with him, but at the same time, he's making taking steps which would help Bell remember the truth or gain more confidence in himself and his memories. Yeah. And there you go. That was today's episode. And you can see Freya, was Freya's also pretty she's not okay. When Belle went to sleep, she just was like looking at him in a sad way. Right. And as everyone was telling that they were like, the more days are passing, more Freya is just changing. She's like just being staying in her room without talking to anyone, just thinking about something. And yeah. Okay. And that was today's episode. Great episode. Next episode, things will probably start moving. Like they're trying to make a hearth in Orario, or like make Orario literally into a hearth, which will probably boost Hestia's divinity, which in turn would probably help her decharm everyone. And once, if she can decharm everyone, then game's over. Everyone will remember about Belle, everyone will remember everything. And yeah, that is game over then. Right. Hmm. Okay, another thing I forgot to mention, I didn't know that Loki Familia was out. Like Loki Familia was in the dungeons. And that's why they haven't been charmed. Like not everyone in Loki Familia. Obviously, Ice didn't go. As you can see, Ice is still here. So Ice, Tione, and the other girl, I forgot her name. Tiona, I think something was something like that. Their name was the two Amazones. Um, these two, these three, obviously are here in the surface. I don't know if Leafia's probably here as well. Loki's here. Obviously, Loki cannot go down, so they have been charmed. These guys and girls have been charmed, you know. But Riveria's out there in the dungeon, so Riveria hasn't been charmed. And Hedin said like, "Oh, go and charm them." I feel like it'll be difficult to charm Riveria, would it be not? Like, she's an elf. Like, also she's a high elf, isn't she? I'm assuming she's supposed to be more resistant to these type of things just because she's an elf, like more so a high elf. I don't know. I guess they'll probably have. I guess yeah. Still, it wouldn't really matter. This is a literal goddess, Freya's charm. It will work on anyone, I think, except Hestia, I guess. But yeah, wait a minute. So let me go back to that section. Like, let me see. Like, because Hedin said, okay, Riveria's there. And if Riveria's there, then I'm assuming yeah, that what was his name? The dwarf guy? I forgot his name. The big dwarf guy. He's probably there as well. Finn is there. These are the people who do the expedition. Ice also goes on the journey with for the expeditions, but Ice didn't go this time. I guess she was out. So these few are here. I feel like it'll be quite difficult to, I don't know, to charm them. Like each and every member of the Loki familia are too damn strong. Especially characters like Riveria, Finn, that dwarf guy. I forgot his name. Like I said, um, who else are there? Strong characters in Loki familia. I think these three are the strongest. Ice is also there. Obviously, Ice is also another strong character. Uh, yeah. Okay. Right. And there you go. That was today's episode. Right. So that was today's episode. Now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. In the very first scene, you can see Hedin has increased the intensity of the training. He's done it so much that even everyone else who were kind of taking it hard on Bell, even they are like, okay, you better stop. You're going too far. That guy, what's his name? I forgot his name. The Chuni guy. Um, he he comes in and he like gives him like potion. He's like, "What are you doing, Hedin? Like, I feel like you're just going too far with this." And and then he has confronted Hedin with the whole. He's like, "What are you doing? Like, like you're literally hurting him so much that it is going to destroy his inner purity. That is definitely not something that Freya, Lady Freya wants." And Hedin is like, "Oh, like he's kind of like like kind of deliberately provoking them, and he's like, we need to completely break him so that he breaks down, and the time that we're wasting here is not wasted anymore. Like our main goal here is to break Bell so that he like he thinks that all his memories are fake. But the way this is going, Bell is not really breaking. Like Lady Freya's being bothered by this. She is more and more the days are going. She is just changing. She's just like staying in her room, not speaking to anyone and everything. So I think we should do this immediately. That is why not only I, but everyone else here should also participate in the training. He asks this guy oh god, Vanafreya. What's his actual name? I forgot his actual name. Allen, wasn't it? Something like that. He asks him. He's like, "Oh, you should also like join in." At which he's like, "No, I'm keeping my eye on the diner." And he's like, "Huh, like I feel like that's just an excuse. You're literally doing this so that you do not have to take any action," which pisses him off. And and this is something that I said as well. I was like, he acts as if he doesn't really care about Anya, but I feel like he's deliberately overplaying his whole like shtick because he wants Anya to like not get involved in this nonsense at all, because otherwise it'll, yeah, and that's why he himself is like keeping supervision on the hostess of fertility. um Here we go. I suspect you have other reasons aside for that. um right. No, where's that part? Okay, using Mia as a convenient excuse to avoid doing. That's what you're trying to do. Or is it that about your dim-witted sister who can't seem to get over despite abandoning her once before, which pisses him off even more. And Hedin also tells Ortal to join in, and Ortal's like, "No, I cannot join. Like I think that'll be a bit too much." Yeah, obviously, Ortal is level 7. You think if he fights with Bell or trains Bell, yeah, that will be something that will not be good. Right. Okay. Now, after all of that, after this is going on, like Hedin convinces everyone to join in the training. Then we move on to Hestia's group, where we see Hestia asking Welf for the key for the workshop. And this is where Welf says, like, "I don't know why I bothered making a light armor. I feel like, I made this for someone but I don't know who it is." At which Hestia's like, like, even if you don't remember your bond, that keeps your soul together, that is something that you should keep within you, Wealth. This is a proof of how close you are. Then we see Hestia goes into the workshop, and here is Asfi. Asfi is there waiting for her, and Hestia makes such a ruckus. Asfi says, "Stop! I came here so that in like this, so that nobody gets to see I'm here." So then Hestia gives her the note, and she's like, "All right, so let's begin our plan." you know and she also tells Hestia about the situation with the Freya Familia, how Freya is, it seems as if Freya Familia is kind of trying to hurry it up. They're a little bit impatient, and obviously Hester's like, "But why? They charmed everyone. What is there to hurry about?" Which makes them deduce that that must be because something's going on with Bell, and or something is going on with Freya. Maybe because of that, they're trying to hurry the process to break Bell, which makes like Hestia say that, "Oh, then maybe this is the right time that Hermes was talking about. Let's begin our plan." Next, we see Bell going to Freya's room like always, and Freya's like, "Bell, you sleep with me. I'm not going to do anything to you. You're just going to be there beside me. I'm just going to lay beside you. That's it." And yeah, Bell lays down, And Freya's like, oh, what do you need? What do you want? You want power, you want money, you want fame. What do you want? And I was saying, like, come on, he doesn't want any of that, and that is exactly the reason why, like Freya likes him. And when Belle is like, I don't want anything, she's like, oh yeah, I knew it. And that is exactly why I, like you so much. Um, and she kind of hugs Belle and everything, and then Belle is like, you know what? Let's just give up. Like, why am I even suffering? Like, why am I trying to resist? Like this is so much more comfortable. I can just give up, and everything will be okay. Let me just accept that all my memories are wrong. you know but then he's like, despite all of this, I feel like, like I cannot step back here. I have to stand tall. And while thinking of all of that, he falls asleep, and you can see Freya kind of looking at him sadly, because she can understand the amount of, I guess you could say, turmoil and pain he's going through. So Freya's, yeah. All right, now next scene, we see Bell is again going out to look for Sir, which he has been doing for every single day, and Hedin is like, like, there's no point in sending guards with you. Do it on your own. I'm not going to send any guards. And yeah, obviously he did this because, I guess he wanted to give Bell a chance so that he could stand back up. And he tells everyone that, oh, like, don't follow Bell anymore. Obviously they were like, but like, we're supposed to be following him, and like, what, like, are you sure about this? Which makes Hedin tell them that, oh, Loki family is coming back, you better go and charm them first. Like, that is important, more important than Bell here. Let Bell just, like, roam around the town. What can he do? Everyone's charmed. Nothing's gonna happen. But yeah, and obviously, the thing with the Loki Familia is also very important. So everyone decided that, you know what, he's right. Let's go and deal with Loki Familia first. So they went off to do their thing, and Bell is left unsupervised, which gives him a lot of opportunity today to get to know and to like, firm his own convictions. And that's exactly what happens here. First he goes to Hostess of Fertility, and he asks for Sir. The girls here are like, what the hell, who is Sir? We don't know Sir. And they're like, Rue is not here, Anya's still shut in her room. Which, this is the first hint that makes Bell be like, wait a minute, they don't know about Sir, but they know about Rue. That's weird, because Sir is the one who brought in Rue. If Sir doesn't exist, Rue also shouldn't exist. That's a bit weird. Then, like, then when he's going to leave, Mia stops him, and Mia tells him that one sentence which she told him before, which should be wrong, because that is something in Bell's memories, and if Bell's memories are wrong, Mia shouldn't say something like that. So that again gives a little bit of hint to Bell that something is wrong. She's repeating the same words that she said way in the past. Why is that? If my memories are wrong, why is that happening? And here she also gives him a lot of other, like, important information, like how she was part of the Freya Familia, how she's almost half resigned, and stuff like that. Right. And then these two things make Bell more suspicious. So Bell is like, okay, yeah, something is going on. He's thinking about the whole situation, and he's like, you know what? There's one thing that I need to do. Like, and he he thinks about what Hedin told him. Hedin also said the same thing, like, stand, in your two legs and keep moving forward. Obviously, at that point of time, it seemed like he was talking about the training, but he wasn't. There was a deeper meaning behind it, as we'll see. And just like that, Mia also told him the same thing: stand in your two legs and believe what you're believing. So Bell is like, you know what, I'm exactly going to do that. I've always done that, I'm going to do that again. So one way to kind of come to a closure and come to a conclusion, he rushes to the one person that he's trying to reach, Ice Wallenstein. Obviously the only person he still hasn't met, because if you remember, Ice talked with Hestia. Ice never talked with Bell, at least after this whole charm thing that happened. So he goes to the Loki Familia, and Ice and Tiona, and like Tiona, they're coming outside. Obviously they don't recognize them, but Belle is like, Ice, like, do you know me? Do you remember me? And they kind of pass him by, but then Ice kind of grabs his hand, and Ice is like, here we go. Do you want to train? Which changes everything in Belle. Belle is like, what? And she's like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I want to train you. And then after training, you're going to, be all exhausted. Then you'll put your head on my lap and, you'll rest. I just feel like that has happened, or that's going to happen. Um, it was as if I've made a promise with someone. And I guess it kind of makes sense because this is the thing. Just like Bell's convictions, like of reaching like Ice's like level and catching up to Ice's conviction, or Ice's own, I guess you could say, reason for like living is basically like is basically like a certain goal, like a certain there's a certain goal that she has, a promise, as she said, she said he had made with them. I don't exactly remember the promise, like but like Ice also has someone. I think Ice said something like she also looks up to someone or something like that. So like I do know who it is. I'm not saying anything because I don't remember if the anime revealed who it is that she looks up to. That's why I'm not saying anything. This was mentioned in Memoria Freeze as far as I can remember. That's why I do know who she's talking about. But I'm not going to say anything because I don't remember if the anime mentioned it or not. I cannot remember. My memory's not really that sharp. That's why I'm not saying anything. But I do know who she's talking about, and I do know what her conviction is. So because of that, because the promise that she made with Belle is linked to that, she remembers that promise. Just like Belle also has her own like goal, which is catching up to Ice. So that's why I think she remembered this so like vividly. And the fact that Belle made a promise with her like this, and they trained and everything, this is so it's still in her brain, even though she has also been charmed. It's like a instinct, or like a like a feeling that she has no memories, but she has that feeling. And that is why Belle kind of and this proves everything. This proves that Belle's memories are real, which is all that Belle needed. And who who's the best person that he could have gotten this information from? Ice. Because that's the person she's trying to catch up to. So that's why Belle is like, what, I'm glad that you're the person who I wanted to, like who I want to catch up to. You're the person, you know, that my conviction is, like, yeah. So I'm glad that it's you. And then now that he is a new person again, back in the training, his obviously, like as we all know, Liari's phrase is basically, as long as your feelings hold true for that one person that you look up to, you will keep getting stronger. And you're like, the way you learn and improve will be like, I think like twice the like rate than normal people, something like that. I think it was, as long as your feelings hold true. Up until now, he was having doubts in his mind, but now that it has been, it has been fortified again, he is, again, like, improving immensely, and his conviction is making him perform better. And you can see he's actually dodging most of the attacks, and then he even, like, like kind of does a little bit of a, like, like little bit of a cut in Hedin's cheek, and Hedin's like, damn, you hit me. And this kind of makes Hedin smile. You can see he like smirked a little bit. And then Bell is like, I have realized that I am me, I am Bell Cranel, and I'll believe that. And he was going to say something else as well. I'm assuming that's why Hedin like kicked him, stopped him from speaking, because there was a lot of people here as well. If he says something that makes them suspicious even a little bit, they'll try to do something to Bell. So I think that's why Hedin kicked him so hard in his stomach that he stopped speaking for a moment. Yeah, and then next we see Hermes. Like I said, Hermes's situation is also a bit different, because Hermes, there's one thing that is bothering Hermes, which is Asfi is missing. And it's not as if his memory of Asfi is gone or anything. He knows that Asfi should be here. But the fact that Asfi is not here makes him question where is Asfi, which makes him go down a route where he's deducing like what must have happened. And as he's doing that, he writes it down. And when he comes to the conclusion that anything related to Freya is coming to his head, Freya probably comes and erases his memories, recharms him, goes back again, his memory is reset. And then again the cycle starts again, because again he's like, oh, where's Asfi? And then again the cycle starts. So this continues for a while, and after this cycle went on for quite a while, now he's questioning. He's like, wait a minute, I feel like I've had this conversation before. What's going on? And then he's like, okay, you know what? If this was me, then like the fact that I don't have anything written down would mean I probably gave my familiar members some kind of code or hint. So he asks his familiar members, and they're like, yeah, you gave me this one word, and each and every one of them has like one word given to them. So they tell it to Hermes, and Hermes put those things together, and then he's like, okay, so this is what's going on. Yeah, so okay. Yeah, so he's like, I need to realize my true purpose without realizing my, like true purpose, like something like that. I have to think without thinking, which is pretty damn difficult to do. So he comes outside and he's like, okay, let me try something. And he screams Asfi's name, and he's like, Asfi, come back. I'm sorry. And then Asfi's like, oh, like come to the potato stand. And then Hestia, now the whole plan has started moving. Hestia realizes this is the moment. So she gives him the potatoes, and inside it there's the note. And he takes the note, eats the potatoes, and he reads the note. And in this note, and you can see there's nobody here, so Freya's eyes aren't here. Freya uses everyone to keep an eye on everyone. So Hermes came into a location where there's no person here. And he opens the note, and it is written in it, make a hearth out of Orario. And then you can see Asfi's there behind him, and he's like, you know what? Yes, I think I know exactly what's going on. Obviously, I'm not going to actively think about it, because then Freya will be alerted. But I know what's going on. Let's do this. Let's make a hearth out of Orario. And Asfi has gone to start her plan. So yeah, and there you go. Like I said, I think by making the hearth out of Orario, they're planning to boost Hestia's divinity, which would in turn make Hestia be able to like decharm everyone, and something like that, because Hestia's divinity is nullifying one of the one of the like actions that one of the effects that her divinity has is nullifying charm. And it doesn't matter how potent that charm is, it can be Freya's charm as well, she can nullify it. So and by making Orario a hearth, I think that is like literally making an altar for Hestia, and by making an altar for Hestia, they'll be boosting her divinity. Again, that's just a guess. Let's wait for the next episode. I think we'll get our answers there. That is it. That was my reaction to today's episode number 8 of Danmachi season 5. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Danmachi. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.